When I went to my WhatsApp, guys, I was blocked. My stomach, you'd feel that your intestines there. I don't know. You know the feeling that you get that moment. Hello guys, my name is Cynthia. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. I'm so happy guys, 400 subscribers. Thank you so much guys for liking, commenting, and sharing my videos. This means a lot to me. This community is growing. Well guys, so today is our first ever story time. How I got scammed. Yeah, I was a victim of job scamming. So guys, I don't blame anymore those people who become victims of job scams, because I was one of them. And I really understand how it feels. It's not a matter of being clever or not, but one of these days it might catch up with you. I was that person who used to think that I was clever enough to know the schemes that usually the people use to get money that they don't deserve. But this one time, 5 years ago, it was just before COVID in 2019, I was a victim of scamming. So the issue of job agents was becoming a thing. I got a link from someone, a trusted source actually. So I got in the group, I joined the group. It was a white lady, who was the agent there. So she actually posted the videos introducing herself, talking to people in the group. Whenever like a bunch of people would join, then she would post some intro videos telling people how she works and how things are done in all the rules of the group. Then the next thing, she would be posting jobs each and every day, jobs from housemaids, restaurant jobs, any job that you think of, she would post. So I was looking for any job that I can take at that moment. I wasn't being specific or looking forward to use my qualification. So there was an au pair job which was sent. The job description was quite good. They wanted actually a degree person for it, to look after the kids, like an aftercare service. The kids had a driver to drop them home, so I would have to just babysit them and help them with homework. There were 3 kids, 1 kindergarten, 1 in primary, and 1 in high school. So I was like, well, nothing can be too hard on this job. I can do it. Then I inboxed the admin, you know what, I'm interested in this job. She was like, okay, but you have to pay 500 rand for this type of job. So before I bid for a job, guys, I stayed in this group for I think more than 5 days, a week and some days, just assessing the situation, how she was working. And there were testimonials being sent in the group of people who actually got jobs, some screenshots and all that. People were thanking her. I'm now on my job, posting with their uniforms, some pictures of people, and you're like, you know what, this is legit. I was so convinced. I was like, you know what, after all, for me, rather than me keeping the 500 rand that I have, let me just risk it, guys. So I bid for the job, and then she gave me the details to put the money. That was red flag number 1, guys. In fact, number 2, the first red flag was she was there were 2 admin numbers that they would post. This group was a closed group, but reason was actually, good, that it would be congested if people would be asking questions and posting in the group, and some other people would end up posting some things which are not related to the group. And it's actually good. We also do it in our groups, and a lot of people just do the same. I didn't see any problem with it, but it was a red flag number 1. Red flag number 2, when she gave me the banking details, the bank is called Time Bank. It's different from FNB and Capitec. Like, you get the details of the person's name. There was nothing like that. They just give you a code, or they create an order for you to go and pay in store. So I went to Pick and Pay to process that order. I paid my 500 rand. As we know, most scammers, once you pay your money, they block you. But listen, you
just a quick break.
YouTuber here. I hope her profile is visible enough. I'm going to attach her profile on the screen. Her name is Velile Khumalo. She's a mom. She's also a mom, a stay-at-home mom based in Zimbabwe, doing YouTube videos. And the video today is proudly inspired by her. In fact, I sent her the slip. In fact, before I sent her the slip, after I've done the transaction in the shop, she actually called me, acknowledging receipt of the money. In fact, saying I've received a 500 rand payment. And then I later sent her the proof of payment, the slip from the store. When I got home, she called me. We talked on the phone, letting me know that I would have to have an interview with the family at their office. You know, she was talking about safety, so that you feel comfortable with the family that you're working with. It's not good for you just to go to the family without really meeting in a neutral zone for your own safety. And everything was in my favor, and oh God, I was happy. Then she said it was like 2 days later, you should come to the office. That's when the appointment is booked. I was like, well, it's fine. I went home. Later in the evening, she called. She was like, you know what, Cynthia? That family, they have an emergency. They really want you to come tomorrow. So if you can make it to Pretoria by 7:30 a.m. Yo, guys, I jumped out of bed. I prepared. I was singing songs of praise, just saying, thank you, God. This is an answered prayer. But it was something else. I couldn't wait for tomorrow morning. I woke up early, 5 a.m. I was up. I prepared. Then I rushed to the taxi rank. Guys, if you're in South Africa, you know that front seat with the driver, on the front seat in the driver's seat there, on the front seat with the driver, it's not a kid's game, especially if you don't know your math, or if you especially don't like adding and subtraction. So I was forced to sit on that seat that day, because if I had missed that taxi, this was going to mean I was going to be late. So I just say, whatever comes may come. I need to create a first impression that I can keep my time. I got on the taxi, took out my phone. I was busy calculating everyone's change and giving them. Got to Pretoria on time. I dropped off. Then I started walking. But that's when I started having, that feeling that you hear that your gut drops and like something is not all right here. The environment, the area that I was, there's a museum in Pretoria. I'll attach the name of the museum. That's the street that I got. I was like, no man, this can't be the place. There are no offices here. This is like government buildings. A lot of them, they're government offices and buildings around that area. This can't be like something a private owned company. But I was like, you know what? I was brushing it off. That was third red flag. I kept on walking. When I got to the place now, saying you've arrived, guys, the place, there was even nothing that you could think of. That building, I didn't even see the entrance, like how you're going to enter into that place. I was like, you know what, let me cross over the road. There were those ladies who sell tea in the morning and scones. I wanted to go there and ask them. By that moment, there was a guy I saw wearing formal, nicely dressed, who was also standing close to those ladies. So I crossed over, I greeted those ladies, then I greeted that guy. I was like, let me ask him first, then maybe I'll ask the ladies. I asked him, can I ask, do you know such and such a place? And the guy was like, I'm also looking for that place. I'm also lost. We were like, well, we didn't even like think that moment to ask this lady. So I was like, you know what, let me call this lady and confirm. Then I called her. She was like giving me directions, and the way she was explaining it was so confusing on the phone that I was like, you know what, can you send me your live location, like on the WhatsApp chat, because maybe the address that you sent me was, it does not pick it very well. Then I hung up. It was a normal call, a direct call. When I went to my WhatsApp, guys, I was blocked. My stomach dropped. You know, you'd feel that your intestines there. I don't know. I can't explain the feeling, but if you have been scammed, you know the feeling that you get that moment. My hands were sweaty. I was in disbelief. I was in shock. I was shivering. I couldn't even stand. I had to support myself on the wall. And that guy was like, what did she say? And then I tried to call her on the direct call. Guys, it was not getting through. And I told him, you know what, I just got blocked. And he was like, just call her. I was like, even on the calls, she blocked me. Then he was like, let me hit her up. He did the same thing. She did it to him again. And then immediately he was blocked also. That's when I realized that we just have been scammed. I was scammed 500 rand. He had paid 1,000 rand, guys. And in 2019, 1,000 rand was not a money to play with. We asked those ladies now, Kuti, you know this place? Do you know this place? And now we were trying to be, and those ladies, they were laughing. You know, like personally, I can't really understand the local languages. So I asked this guy, what are they saying? They were laughing in a way, like, you know, to say, you guys are not the first ones. Each and every day, either 2-3 people show up on this very same spot, saying the same story that you're saying. So this lady is a scammer, and she uses the scam to a lot of people and using the same place. Guys, that's when I realized that there are some people out there who are so cruel, so ruthless. They don't even care about how you're getting the money or how much you're sacrificing to get a job. And out of desperation, we fall for these traps. And I know that a lot of people out there, you're like, but why didn't you see it coming? How can you pay for a job? But guys, I told you, you get to a certain point that you turn a blind eye to some other things only out of desperation. You really need a job, and you're like, let me just, you know, bid in my 500. Maybe something good may come out of it, and there will be some, you know, light at the end of the tunnel, and you are tempted actually to get into it. But I just want to tell people that these job scammers, they don't rest. They don't change their niche, like how they do their things. They may change contacts, but they continue with the same thing. Imagine this lady told us that it has been months and months. A lot of people show up there each and every day. And you know those ladies of Musika who sell, they don't lie, they tell you the truth as it is. Guys, so now I had to find my way back home. I went back to the taxis. Early that morning, I did not get into the taxi that was loading to go back home. I asked to sit in another taxi. I lied that I'm waiting for someone, but I just needed to gather myself up and, you know, process all the emotions that I was feeling. I wanted to cry. I was so angry. I didn't know what to do. Even my sisters, I didn't even want to respond to them. And my sisters were calling me left and said, how did it go? Wada, are you now on the job? What's happening? I told them when I go home, Kuti, it was a scam. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. That's my story of how I got scammed for a job in Pretoria. Thank you so much, guys, for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you have your own story, please guys type it down below, and we want to hear those stories.